Howdy partners, it's your buddy John here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium's Dawn, the modern day mod, where last time we left off as Libertarian Canada. Sorry, it's been a little bit. Anyway, we finally got called into the war against Afghanistan. Okay, looks like Portugal just got called in as well. Trying to figure out how I'm going to go about this. I think the best move is probably going to be to stage a coup. I'm thinking might be what I end up doing here. We are boosting up the Libertarians. So when it gets up to a certain amount, I'm going to try to stage a coup. We're going to back the rebels and see if we can win the war that way. I think that's going to work. I think. Anyway, let's go ahead and just get right back into it here. Sorry, it's been a while since the last episode. I've been slacking. Not going to even deny it. I have been slacking. But yeah, of course I talked about it before. You guys know I'm really interested in politics. I've been watching the French election. It's like really interesting stuff going on there. Not sure if I should say that I called when I was playing as the Front National. Is there anything interesting going on over here at the moment? Nothing really. Well, the Front National does have some support there. Is there anything going on in Europe? We know that for some reason the UK left NATO. But I don't know if there's really anything else going on. It looks like we might have some reactionaries popping up in Germany. Well, no, maybe not. That's not really as much as I thought. It was only 28% to 34%. There's a lot of interesting stuff happening around Europe, though, I'm noticing. There's monarchists here. Reactionaries. So there are some right-wing parties that are actually popping up in game. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is just jump off screen. I'm going to try to get Libertarians up a little more. And then I'm going to try to stage a coup. In fact, maybe I should start doing that now. Let's go with Libertarians, stage a coup. How long will that take? April 15th, 2010, so about a year away. Alright. Maybe by the end of this episode, we'll have a rebellion in Afghanistan. I'll try to help the rebels. In fact, what I should probably do, actually, is set up a expeditionary force to go actually give them a hand. So let me actually take care of that, I think. Let's actually train a whole new unit for that. I'm going to go with an armored brigade. We'll do that. Have them put down in Quebec. And when they're done, we're going to put them into their own army and have them sent over. From there, I'll probably send them over to Europe after we're done with Afghanistan. But I think this is the right way to deal with this problem, because this war has been going on for way too long. We're already in 2009. And it's really nothing has been accomplished. Let's grab military industry, I think. We'll do that. And I think, do we have any bombers that can actually, I think we're actually bombing Afghanistan as we speak, aren't we? What do we have over here? Oh, those are all transports. Let's put some bombers over here if we can. We do have some in production. That's taking forever for some bizarre reason. We'll let that be. There we go. That's a little better. Right, back off screen, back off screen. Okay. Looks like the Netherlands has been called in. That's fine. How are we doing with Russia? Because I don't know what Russia's been up to lately. Everything seems to be cool for the most part between CSTO and NATO. There's nothing really serious going on. In fact, it's been a very long time since Russia caused any kind of world tension. I think the only time that they've done it in this playthrough was at the beginning of the series when they invaded Chechnya, but that's guaranteed to happen. So no surprise there. Trying trying to figure out. I did mention that I was wanting to send some troops over to probably Japan or South Korea. If we can get those two to join NATO. That way, if something happened with North Korea, we'd be prepared. Still, not really anything happening there. I'm pretty sure there's a way that the U.S. can actually invite both North Korea and... oh. Okay, well that's weird. For some reason, they went down the go with China route. That's very strange. Okay. They might be trying... Looks like they're going to invite Mexico to join NATO. That's really... That shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm just trying to find a way that I can actually have troops stationed in hot spots around the world. And we've got it pretty much covered with the Middle East and Eastern Europe. Well, the only other place I could think of would be Korea. So I don't know. Maybe if he could get if they could get Australia to join NATO, that'd still be a ways off. There are actually, now that I think about it, there are U.S. held islands out this way in the Pacific. So I could just have troops there. That's probably the closest we'll be able to get for a while. In fact, what I'm going to do is as soon as I get some bombers ready, I'll probably put some out there. That'll get us at least close to Korea to help with anything should something happen there. But right now our focus is Afghanistan. How is this going? At 18%. This will be done again April 15th, 2010. How fast are we gaining support here? Okay, there it goes. Very slowly, actually, it looks like. And we're gaining about 5 a day, 0.5 a day. So not really a whole bunch, but maybe it'll be enough by the time that it's time for that. Was it the coup? Yeah, so, as soon as that's done, maybe we'll have enough to actually have some rebels pop up, and then we'll just back the rebels. I could send in some paratroopers. What am I doing? Get these guys over here. Oh, I also installed some sound mods. I don't know if that was part of it. No, I think that's actually just part of an update. But I did install some sound mods that make the gunfire and all that modern weapons. So instead of having like the single shots, you know, that you had in the base game, you actually have like rapid fire machine guns and artillery blasts and stuff like that going. So when we do get to some kind of fighting, it'd be interesting to show that off. Let's grab that. What all do we need now? Got the nuclear reactor going. Alright. Well, back off screen, I guess. Looks like we had an election. Does it matter? The Libertarians win it. Yeah, still 100%. It's kind of gotten boring as far as the political side of this game goes, with the Libertarians being at 100%. Don't get any of the special things that could pop up with any of the other parties being present. I don't know. I'm just trying to find something to complain about / talk about while waiting for this to happen. 20%. Improving relations with Iran. And... who's that? Sudan. Okay. Oh no, these two are improving relations with them. Okay, they are receiving... Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Afghanistan is receiving volunteers from Russia, which is very weird. Right. That could be a problem. Although the Russians did send volunteers to Iraq, though, didn't they? Yeah, they did. I remember that now. As long as they don't get actively involved, I think we'll be able to handle this. We'll get some rebels in. I'll land some Canadian troops and see how that goes. Oh, you know something I just realized? I don't have nearly enough... Okay, I have fixed it, though. I'm trying to get that fixed. I have... these civilian factories in production, but we just had the trade with France canceled because we ran out of civilian factories. So I probably should be paying more attention to the economic side of the game. I'm putting all my focus right now on military and politics, and I really should be putting more into to the economics, because that's kind of getting to be a problem. We're kind of starting to drag behind as far as production, output, and all that goes, losing some trade because of it. But I'm going to try to get that fixed. How much longer does this have to go? Okay. What all do we have left? We have a bunch of military factories, which I'm not exactly sure we need at the moment, though they wouldn't hurt. I should probably push up. Yeah, let's go ahead and just push a couple of these up here. Trying to get that done faster, actually. Right. I guess back off screen, back off screen. You know something? I think I'm going to switch this over to free trade. Resources to market 80%. Resources to market 50%. That would get us 15% factory output. Okay, 15% construction speed. Research time minus 10%. I think I'm going to go with that. Let's grab that. Trying to find something to spend all these points on here. We'll do that. And I want to, you know, we'll keep it on that. I do have all this stuff here available. I don't know why, though. I guess it's because we're at war. Of course, that's the problem. We'll go switch that to free trade. That'll be fine. Okay, any minute now, 98%. I did also put down some new parachute battalions I want to send over to the Middle East. I want to try to have these guys land in Afghanistan after we get the rebels going. This is the one here, this armor brigade. I'm going to send them, set them in their own army. And they're going to be an expeditionary force that I'm going to be using to hopefully help any kind of rebels beat the Afghan government right now. What am I doing? Afghanistan Expeditionary Force. Okay. There we go. Well, that didn't work, did it? Right, whatever. Expeditionary, yeah. Afghanistan Expeditionary. That's fine. That's not what exactly I wanted to call them. In fact, we'll just do this. Expeditionary Force. Expeditionary Force. Did I misspell that? No, there's not two R's. Okay. Got it? Got it? Good. Okay. Let's just change this to a different color. Let's go with... I'm going to go with black, I think. There we go. There's black on Afghanistan's flag, isn't there? I'm trying to color code them. That way I can try to keep who's where and what they're doing. Oh, it's not Afghanistan. There we go. Well, the flag will change. At least this way I know who's who. Okay. Ooh, should I go for it? I'm getting a 25% research bonus on these here, even though they're 2018. We're only in 2009. Should I get this and try to get it early? I mean, it'll take a couple of years for the research to finish. Am I caught off there? No, let's actually grab these instead. We'll do that. Do that. Can't do anything with that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Can't do anything with this right now. I need to get some more civilian factories up and running. That's what I'm working on right now. I just realized something. I'm undermining Taliban rule. You get it? Undermining? Because they hid in caves? I'm sorry. That's not very funny. Okay. Back off screen. I had to jump in just to share that for some reason. Oh, what do we got here? Mexico fortifies the southern border. Mexico has today announced that American federal and private companies would be allowed to massively fortify the jungles of Yucatan to keep illegal immigrants from Belize and Guatemala out of both countries. This does not mean a subjugation of Mexico, but merely a step towards mutual relations, the Mexican president said today. Officials and politicians throughout Central America are displeased. Interesting. So I think that means... What does that mean? I think that means Mexico has a higher approval with them, I think. I think that means that the U.S. and Mexico now have better relations. Because I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones that clears the way for... Not that. Yeah, that's one of the ones that clears the way for NATO inviting Mexico to join. Whether that happens or not, we'll have to wait and see. It would be interesting, but I really don't see any use for it at the moment. Did I ever... Let me look over here. Okay, those guys are about halfway done. I'm going to start bunching up some... What are you guys doing? Oh, that's right. I forgot I had that going there. Okay. We don't really need them there anymore. So let's grab these 2 paratroopers. What am I doing? There we go. Set them over here. Now, would they be able to land from here all the way out? Yeah, that's well within their range. So we'll get some more paratroopers over there, and I would probably actually want to get some more. How many do we have here? We only have 3. Let's get more. Do that. 7. Would that be enough? I think it might be. If not, I'll probably put some more in production. But I think that's going to be enough to transport those 2 plus the... How many did we have? 3 over here? These 3 here. But hopefully, by the time I'm ready to send them over, we will have had the rebels pop up, and I'll be prepared to send these guys in to help. Oh, let that roll. I guess that's what we're doing. Right, back off screen, back off screen. Right, looking at this from a point of view here of these paratroopers, if I was to invade with them, I'm trying to figure out the best place to set them down. I'm not going to do it anytime soon here, but I'm just trying to figure out where the best place would be. I'm thinking down here in the bottom corner. That would maybe give us enough time to like secure this area here, because I'm assuming... Well, that's not exactly true, is it? I was trying to figure out where exactly all the Taliban troops would be here at the moment. Because if they're here and they're... Let's say they're further up here or near the capital, which I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't. If they were... What am I saying? If I put these guys here, it might give them enough time to entrench. And then we could just bring in more troops and slowly build up the presence there. Of course, again, I should probably wait to have the rebels pop up before I try anything like that. In fact, that might be what I do. Just wait and see where the rebels pop up. And if I can send in some aid to them, maybe bring these guys in as well. Maybe that'll be the way to go about it. Let me see here. Rocket artillery upgrade. Yeah, let's go with that. 25 days before we finish the nuclear reactors and we can start getting some nukes ready. For some reason I find the idea of a nuclear weaponized Canada to be funny. I mean, if you get Canada angry enough to drop a nuke on you, you have to take a step back and ask yourself, am I an asshole? Why did I find that funny? I don't know. This episode's been full of funny things that aren't really funny, but for some reason I find to be. What? Let me see something. Has anybody done anything at all with this war? I don't think so. That's why I should probably get some bombers up and ready and send them over to start bombing. How are we doing on that anyway? Let me look here. It's still taking way too long. Okay. Back off screen, back off screen. Well, the Libertarians in Afghanistan now constitute about over a quarter of the population. So that might be enough to actually have something accomplished when the coup kicks off. Coup kicks? Coup? I can't speak English. Alright, maybe that'll be enough to have a successful rebellion. From there, we'll just send in the rest of the support. That'll hopefully be enough to win the war. Okay, those paratroopers done. Let's get them over. Set you guys here. And we're actually almost to the date here when we'll know what happens with... what am I doing? Happens with that rebellion I'm trying to start up in Afghanistan. So I might call the episode after we know for sure Let's just see what happens here. How many more... What am I doing? How many more days? I think it was the 10th, wasn't it? 15th. Okay, never mind. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 13th. 14th. And... Alright. We now have Afghanistan. Capital's in Herat. Alright, that's good. I think we can work with this. What I'm going to do is start a lend-lease. What do we have to give them? Let's give them some weapons here. Let's do it once. Say... How many of these do we have? I should probably look before I start doing this. Give them 500 of those. There we go. Let's give them 100 of these. We'll do that. Okay. And I am going to send them volunteers next episode. Anyway, partners, if you enjoyed, feel free to click like and subscribe. Very much appreciated. It really helps me out. I will see you, partners, next time. Bye-bye.